Hey, welcome back. I had a bit of a false start, so hopefully I don't keep it in. Okay, how do I get down? Ah, that's the door. I gotta get to that door. How do I get there? I had a bunch of weird little tiny notes. I mentioned this game that I played when I was really little, and I was able to find it. We had a typing class when I was a kid, and we had this typing game, and it was called Kid Keys. So if you Google that, you can see it. But that was weird. I don't know. There aren't a lot of things that give me nostalgia just because I've seen them since I've been a kid. Like this game. If I had played this game when I was a kid and then I didn't see it until now, I'd be like, whoa, I remember this and I remember this. But I've seen videos and I've played it before since I was a kid. But this Kid Keys game, I had never seen it. I must have been in first or second grade. I think it came out in like 1999, so that sounds right. I hadn't seen it since then. And I was like, whoa, it's kind of weird because I kind of remember it, but I kind of don't. I remember specific things about it. And then I'm like, oh, it's a dragon with the cheese. I remember that. That's so weird. The game was terrible, but it's weird that they let us play that. It's kind of a... I remember we had a computer class and we just like played video games. There was like a SimCity game that we played, but it wasn't SimCity. It was like you build a town. I don't remember what that was trying to teach us. Shoot. Shooty shoot shoot shoot. What's that? What's that? Sum me up. Oh. This is a bad idea. Kid Keys. That's it for Kid Keys. Where are we going? Where are you taking me? I had kind of like a hot take note, like it's kind of anti-religious, this note. Gravity suit. I can go in the water. Cool. It's purple. Whoa. Purple suit. Oops. But at least I can go back quick. Or maybe not. There's this quote. I think it's by Martin Luther King. But maybe he stole it from somebody. I don't know. That the arc of the moral universe is bent towards justice. We've all heard it, right? It's kind of a nice thought, and the idea is like through history we kind of get it right. Like it takes time, but justice prevails. Is that the quote? Is it bends toward justice or it bends towards something good? Happiness? I don't remember. I think it's justice. But he was saying that in regards to like civil rights, like if we persist in a moral way, then justice will prevail or whatever. And he was a Christian, But it's hard not to think, reading the Bible and thinking about like olden times, how God created us and he put us in this situation that was kind of terrible. And we were horrible to each other. We made each other slaves, we murdered each other for stupid reasons. And over time, humans made things better by working really hard at trying to do the right thing. Humans were the ones who bent the moral arc. It wasn't God, because God created everything the way it was. I know if we want to, humans, God created everything perfect, and then humans made it bad with their sinning. But humans have made it better since then. That's like my point. So, if you're a Christian, how do you like reconcile that? Do you believe like we're getting closer to God? That's not what you hear people say. People say we're getting further away from God. But we're closer to God than when we had slaves, right? We must be. Then when like women were sold as wives and they had no choice and they weren't allowed to do anything but raise kids, and that was worse. So we're closer to God now than we were then? Is that what a Christian would say? It doesn't really seem like that's what they would say. So if we believe that the moral arc bends towards justice, then it's gotta be humans doing it. That was my hot take. It's gotta be humans doing the bending, not God. Then there's a thing to do here. Isn't there? I don't know. Take me down. I mean, it still is. Whatever you believe. If you believe that the moral arc bends towards justice, then you must believe that humans are doing it. The only thing you might say is like, well, God is revealing it to humans, so that's how they know what to do. And we're getting closer to God, and he's like revealing it to us. But it's still humans doing it, so like we can be proud of that. We're too hard on ourselves. Like, we're doing okay. We're trying to do better. Like, this global warming thing is like, it's bad, but we're trying. We're trying our best. This is the best we can do. We're afraid. We're afraid to go too fast. We're afraid to change things too quickly. I understand that. What if we switch everything to electric and everything's terrible? We'll get there. We'll get there. People are gonna die, and it would be better if we did it faster, but it's not perfect, but it bends towards justice. Like, we're gonna get there. We're gonna do it. I believe. I believe we can do it. I'm not gonna do it. I don't believe in me. I believe in people who are better than me. Oops. Okay. But keep running, and then do this. Okay, jump. Is that it? Did I do everything here? There's a little room right there. How do I get there? Today's my last episode. I forgot to write the time down. So I'll just go however long I feel like it. Oh no, I'm gonna fall. What's another tiny note I can do? I think it would be bad if I moved away. Let's talk about that. I've been applying to a lot of jobs. Like I applied to jobs in California and Illinois and North Carolina. Would I take that job? If I got it, would I move away? Oh, I should mention that job I interviewed for I didn't get. So the pros and cons list I did. That is depressing because it's like even the bad jobs I'm not getting offers for. I kind of wanted to get the offer and be like, that would make me feel good even if I turned it down, because I'm like, okay, I can turn down these jobs because I'll get good ones. But now it's like, I can't even get bad jobs, so if I get a bad job, I'll have to take it because I won't even get a good job. I don't know. Oh. How do I do this? Gay. Hoi. Hoi. It's weird that you fight the boss at the beginning. Then it's like, well, what do I do? I didn't get the map. I was in that map room, but I didn't get it. Okay, that's where you go. You go to Meridia. That's the water place. But which up here? I don't think it would be a good idea for me to move away. I think a lot of I feel like I'm a decent person, and a lot of that comes from living close to my parents and my family. Like, I can help them. If my dad wants me to mow the lawn, he just asks me, and I'm like, okay, I'll help you on Saturday. That makes me feel like a good person, but if I move away, I can't do that stuff. So I would feel bad, and then it would be a lot of effort to, like, have to visit, and then I'd be like, oh, like, visit, but it's only for a couple weeks, and I gotta go back. So then when I visit, I gotta be, like, super nice. But when I'm here, it's like it's not really the prodigal son, because it's like, I don't know. It's like the people like me because I stayed. I don't have to leave and come back for them to like me. They're like, oh, and like my nana's always like, oh, you're the good one, you stayed, everyone else leaves, everyone else left to California. And I'm like, yeah, I am the good one. And that makes me feel good about myself. And it's one of the few things that do. So if I left, I would not have that. But maybe I'd have something else, like literally anything. Like a good job and friends and stuff. I don't know what I want. What do I want? I don't want friends. We didn't really talk about therapy. I had one little thing I thought about therapy that I thought was kind of funny. And then I'll end for the day. I talked about like how the therapist is kind of saying like you gotta gaslight yourself to be happy. Like you gotta convince yourself that when you talk to people and you feel awkward and weird, that it's not actually awkward, it's all in your head. It's a weird version of like reverse gaslighting, because she's like being nice to me. She's like, you gotta be nice to yourself even when you shouldn't be. Like, you want to be better, but you want to get better and you want to be able to talk better and be nicer to people, but you're like, oh, what if you're already nice to people? What if you're already the best person you could possibly be? So don't even try to get better. There should be like a term for that, like reverse gaslighting. no, don't tell me I'm good. I'm bad. I want to get better. Because gaslighting is like you tell someone they're crazy and they're bad and everything they do is wrong until they believe it. But reverse gaslighting is like telling yourself, I'm good and I'm the best, even if it's not true, to try to believe it. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy your whatever. Bye.